Hello and welcome back to the Adam Friedland Show podcast. Hope everyone is doing well and looking forward to the 4th of July long weekend, celebrating our country, the greatest country in the world. Big things over here at the studio. We had our third interview that is yet to be released. It's pretty exciting news, folks. So look forward to that, and you can subscribe to the Adam Friedland Show on YouTube, where all of that excellent content.
YouTube.com/The Adam Friedland Show.
Yep. And so we have 3 episodes that are right simultaneously in the works right now. We're pretty excited about. So you can look forward to those. Nicholas,
Also,
how are you?
If you want to support the show, plug Patreon.
If you want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/TAFS or the Adam Friedland Show. I think they both work.
This is like PBS. It's brought to you by
Viewers like you.
So you can consider, maybe we should only plug the Patreon once every quarter, and we'll do a telethon.
Oh, that'd be a great idea,
Yeah.
like PBS.
But we'll do the reverse of PBS, where we'll have a bunch of kids with muscular dystrophy raising money for us.
Manning the lines.
The lines.
Volunteers with muscular dystrophy.
Yeah. Raising money for the Adam Friedland Show.
The Adams Kids.
I have nothing left to live for but this shitty podcast.
Which is not a podcast. It's actually a talk show. This is the podcast of the Adam Friedland Show.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, if you're a member of the news media watching because of the very recent hot off the presses Matty Healy controversy and you found yourself here, this is the Adam Friedland Show podcast and not the Adam Friedland Show.
And you say, what do you get if you subscribe to the Patreon? You get another one of these dog shit podcasts.
No, they're not dog shit. They're pretty good.
Once a week, you get another podcast. If you subscribe at the associate or producer level, you get your name in the credits.
Yes.
And we've cleaned those up now. They're beautiful. We got columns. We use ChatGPT to sort the names into 3 columns.
Yes, Nick wrote a script for ChatGPT.
I didn't do anything. ChatGPT.
ChatGPT wrote the script.
ChatGPT, take this list of names and put it in 3 columns for the editor.
And it did it.
Otherwise, it was a tedious process.
It really excited Nick when he got it right, or when they got it right for us.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
There's that, and a lot of people say, well, I think people would say, well, why isn't, the Patreon subscribers should get access to the talk show. Unfortunately, the way that this works is we're building something. We need to have as many people as possible have access to the Adam Friedland Show itself. So that will have to be public.
I don't think it's unfortunate. I think that explicitly we want as many people to like the show as possible. We work really hard on it.
It's going back to what it should be. It's patronage.
Yes.
You're helping.
You're a de Medici.
You're helping make the show possible.
Yes.
So these are donations. You get your name in the credits,
and you get
like you would if you had a bench or something, or you sponsored a kid with muscular dystrophy.
Yes, and you get another, as Nick said, dog shit podcast a week. I think this last one, pretty breakthrough episode. We found out what was inside of an Elf bar. I think it was pretty good.
Oh yeah, I forgot that we did that.
Yeah, so it's not that bad. I mean, we were kind of making some breakthroughs. But yeah, folks, we're tired. We've been working hard around here.
Enjoy the 4th of July weekend. I'll be in Austin, Texas at Cap City Comedy Club next weekend, July 13th, 14th, something like that.
Yes, and that weekend I will be in Nashville, Tennessee at Zanies, and then I think I will never do stand-up again after that weekend. I've decided. It's my last My last 4 performances are in Nashville, Tennessee, the 13th and 14th. America's greatest city, Nashville, Tennessee.
America's hottest city.
Some of the fattest.
Where some of the hottest women in the world go to celebrate one of them closing her legs for good.
Yeah, they really they call it Cowtown, USA.
Mm-hmm.
What is Cowtown? That's in Texas, right?
No. Cowtown, USA is a rodeo in New Jersey.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I think in Elmer, New Jersey. I've told this story
Like on the
before.
shore?
My grandparents live right down the street from Cowtown, USA. No, it's not on the shore. It's like fucking 30 minutes...
By Philly?
Southeast of Philly.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to go this year. Maybe we'll do a remote.
Yeah.
At Cowtown, USA, see where we can find the fattest women.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about shit right now. How are you feeling?
About, what do you mean?
We had a really good day yesterday. We don't have to tell them why, but we had a great day.
Yeah, you do this a lot. There's a lot of
appreciating what you have.
Well, we should know. I mean, like saying things like, "Oh, well, that's good, but we can't talk about it."
Well, yeah, I mean,
I'm sure it's frustrating for people.
listen, they will know soon enough, and they're gonna love it.
Yeah, but you should do this after it comes out.
I should, but if after it comes out, I'm not gonna say you will know what it is.
But that's what I mean. You should stop doing that. I say it
I
comes
think
out.
the assumption on the part of the audience is that we are working
when it's
on the show.
when it's finished. When it's finished.
So we. Yeah,
When it's
so
finished-
just strike from the record. I see what you're
when
saying.
it's finished, you can say,
It's a little bit braggy.
"Here's how I felt doing it.
It's a little bit braggy.
I'm happy with the product that we put out.
Yeah.
We finished
And
it."
we could do a director's commentary.
That's exactly what I would love.
We
to
should
see.
release a DVD once a year for
Yeah.
the show.
5 Goes West signed.
Signed DVD, director's commentary.
Mm-hmm.
Nick and I can take you through the different steps in the dance sequence that we
Sign
did.
language DVD.
Yeah.
What the hell is sign language?
Sign language.
Yeah, there's like a guy that's like, "Oh, hey, I'm a stop sign. What are you, a yield sign? How's it going, pal?" We're speaking the same
Yeah.
language over
Yeah.
here.
Oh, I'm
a yield sign.
a
sort of
deer crossing.
I'm a yield sign. I'm sort of the Canadian version of a stop sign.
yeah.
Do what you like, but
Yeah,
maybe
yield, but be careful.
hey, just
Yeah.
look, I'm not here to boss anybody around,
Yeah.
pal.
I'm not a red light.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I remember as a kid, they would have red yield signs and yellow yield signs.
Did that stress you out?
I thought there was a difference between the two.
It's just different municipal rules or something?
I don't know. I think maybe one of them was just faded. It was a red sign at one point and it had faded from
To yellow.
sun damage, yeah.
Oh, interesting. I've
Sun
only seen
damage.
the
Sun
yellow.
damage would be a cool name for like an Indian rapper.
Yeah, like a SoundCloud guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
my name is Sun Damage.
Sun Damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sun Damage.
The baddest MC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to get really, I was really into when street signs were green versus blue for the names of the streets. When I remember we'd go to LA as a family, we'd see blue ones. And then in Brooklyn, we got brown ones. And the brown ones are nice.
Chocolate. It's
New
like
York
a
City.
chocolate town. I think the brown ones are only in historic districts.
Historic streets, I think, where you can't like change the
Stuyvesant Heights is brown.
We this
Prospect Lefferts Gardens
This-
is brown.
there's brown stuff. There's a couple brown ones in Fort Greene. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
Why do you live in Fort Greene?
Why?
Yeah.
It's lovely. I love
Yeah,
it.
but you pay like maybe $1,000 to $1,500 more a month than you would have
I
to
think
if you
that
lived.
you got locked in at a price that even in your neighborhood it would be closer to my price.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm on good terms with my
Post
landlord.
COVID, it's. I got a COVID deal too.
I'm a great tenant. The roof caved in on
And
in
you
my
you
apartment.
fix it yourself.
I left. I said, "Don't worry about it, bro."
I'm having.
There's a room in the apartment where there's just no ceiling. It's just lathe and dirt.
I've had a leak for 2 years in my kitchen, and it just came back.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Well, you're a bad tenant. You call the landlord every week.
Well, I mean, I just want to check in.
You
and
leave
see.
food rotting on the floor, and then you're like, "There's mice."
That's not how there was mice. There was construction downstairs, and the mice got. They went up, but the mice haven't been there in weeks. I can't tell you, dude. It's really hard to get rid of them.
You call your landlord. You're like, "I have herpes. I need you
Yeah,
to
she
do
says it's
something.
inappropriate.
I need you to do something about this."
Yeah, she said it was inappropriate.
We need to talk. I have anal HPV warts.
I am happy with my landlords. I want to put that on the record.
And this
They,
better not come out of the security deposit.
I was really afraid.
I
because-
have anal warts, and this better not come out of the security
Yeah,
deposit.
it's true.
Yeah.
I was afraid I was going to get my rent raised because we got a COVID deal. It was like massively discounted, and a lot of people got smacked with like it's $2,000 more a month. They just got to get a letter, and they forgot for a year to raise it, and then finally we got a letter. It was like $150 more a month. Very
Oh,
reasonable.
okay. So you didn't get a COVID deal.
So yeah, we did. It was originally listed for
Now you have a
$1,000
one
more.
bedroom apartment in Brooklyn. You pay
Three bedrooms.
$6,700 a month.
He's lying right now. That's not how much I pay. Yeah. Have you had a rate increase?
He's raised it $50 once every like 2 years.
Yeah, I got it just raised 100 or 150.
Yeah, I mean, like I
Quite
said,
reasonable.
I'm on like good terms with him, and there's never been.
He lives
any issues.
downstairs?
No, I think he lives originally lived in Long Island. Now he lives in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
he's a Port Authority cop.
I think they live in Texas, my people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, my landlord's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like my landlords.
Yeah.
I think you can tell from what we're saying what kind of landlords they're not. And I can make that observation.
Genies. They're not genies.
They're not genies.
Yeah.
They're not Hebraic style
Mm-hmm.
genies. What else is in the news? Did you hear big news? The Supreme Court overturned you can't put they can't ask for your race on college admissions anymore.
Yeah.
So
So what? I mean, does that mean that they're canceling the A Different World reboot?
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think this is my chance to apply to a historically black college and university.
It would be funny if this happens and then like next year Howard is all white students.
It's all Asians.
Yeah.
Yeah. HBCUs become
Yeah.
Asian.
Howard Asians.
Yeah, hip hop style.
Now I didn't go to college, so I don't really have the student loan thing. I don't
Yeah.
really have any, what's it called, salt in the game.
Yeah.
I don't have any sweat in the towel.
You don't have any, skin in the
Skin in the
pants.
flute.
Skin
is
in the
what-
flute.
Yeah. So,
A skin in the flute is worth 2 in the chute, I believe.
yeah, I guess that's all to say that it's Asians' fault.
I believe it's Asians' fault. I think
Yeah.
the Asians sued. I think it's the Chinese Communist Party that sued.
Well, that's what's going on, right? It's like it's the affirmative action thing. That was the thing that like did white people complain about that?
Well, I didn't complain because I put African American through technicality.
Yeah.
And I was admitted to all the top universities, and
Because the white people that would complain about like affirmative action, they're also like, I feel like they would be like, oh, you mean I can't go to Harvard with my 800 SAT score?
they're
Like their career aspirations are to like make Facebook memes.
you're saying those kind of people are doing it?
Yeah, it's not. I feel like
Because I feel like rich people can still be stupid
a
and
white
get into Harvard.
a white person that would be complaining about being edged out due to racial reasons
Uh-huh.
would be more likely to be liberal.
Yeah, well,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
just like a rich person, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess. And
I
then-
think the lawsuit has Tiger Mom all over it.
Yeah.
I'm just speculating. I do not know what it is, but I feel like
That always sounded so hot to me.
Yeah, Tiger Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a cougar.
I thought it was a sex thing forever.
Yeah.
I had no idea it was like a mean
Go pick up some tigers.
a lady that beats her kids for not being good at violin.
Yeah, for not doing the Suzuki classes.
Yeah, I
good
thought
enough.
it meant like MILF. I thought Tiger Mom just meant like,
I can't wait to get me a Tiger Mom.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I think
It sounds like something Tommy Pope would say while pointing at women on the street.
look at that fucking Tiger Mom over
Look at
there.
this fucking Tiger Mom.
I want to stick my bird in the Tiger Mom.
Yeah, look at this fucking tiger. Love to grab her by the tail. Wouldn't you love to pull her into a fucking cave?
Hey,
Pull that tiger.
Eeny,
Just,
meeny, miny, mo, bitch.
just sinking her claws into the back of your fucking neck.
Dude, when he is on a run,
Yeah.
after he's had a couple in him, they are the best soliloquies I've
Yeah.
ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dude, what a guy. Shout out to Tommy Pope, our friend. I think I'm on their podcast coming up.
Just wrangling a tiger mom. She's destroying your apartment, tearing up your rent checks. Just a beast.
And it just starts getting like super surrealist.
Yeah, right. No,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what- yeah.
And then a fucking clown walks in.
Yeah.
and the clock starts melting.
Well, she sucks your dick so hard, time stops.
Yeah. You're in a fucking Dali
Walls
painting.
start melting.
What the fuck is even time?
Yeah.
The fourth dimension?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiger mom.
Tiger Mom. Yeah, I think it just means an Asian woman who beats her children.
Helicopter parent. Asian helicopter parent.
Yeah. Saigon, the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Doon, 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 doon.
Yeah. Helicopter parent sounds cool, though. I would love it if my dad was a helicopter.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. That'd be cool, dude.
That'd be badass if he was like a transformer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what's up, Dad? He's like,
Yeah, I would love it if my dad was Marine One.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be badass.
Mhm.
Flying the president around. Be pretty cool.
Yeah.
We've talked about it on the show before, but that.
Well, let's stay on the college thing. You brought it up.
Oh yeah, I mean that's just a news thing I saw, so I think maybe it's a hot topic. We can.
So they
probably
got
cover
rid
it.
of affirmative action.
I think the conservative Supreme Court has gotten rid of affirmative action.
And now, I guess
And
I
as a
don't-
Native American, it upsets me.
I guess I don't really understand how the law works. It's affirmative action is like a federal rule that says colleges have to admit certain percentages.
I don't know.
Okay, so
I don't know if it's federally mandated.
Well, I guess it's just if it's like if it's a thing where they just say like, oh, you can't like, I'm not saying you can't or you don't have to. I guess is my question. If the Supreme Court is they're changing the law where it says that you don't have to do that, wouldn't the colleges
I
continue
think
doing
that
it anyways?
from the headline I read, you can't ask.
You can't ask race.
I think you can't ask.
But a lot of
race.
that, I mean, with the Asian stuff, it's pretty easy to figure out.
Yeah.
If you look at the application, the girl's name is Linda Tiger Mom.
Yeah. So like,
It's a pretty good
that's
bet
what you're
that's
gonna
not
see.
a Dutch lady.
You're gonna see those people change their names to like Jamal, Jefferson Jackson,
Jamal Jefferson Jackson,
Right.
Washington.
and they're gonna be a Korean girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jefferson Jackson Washington.
Yeah, there's got to be a black guy whose full name is every founding father.
That'd be badass.
My name is
Benjamin Franklin.
Thomas Jefferson Quincy Adams Benjamin Franklin Hancock.
Yeah.
Um,
And I have the longest car in the world.
Samuel Adams.
Samuel Adams. Yeah. Who else? Paul Revere.
Paul Revere.
Uh-huh.
Johnny Appleseed.
Johnny Appleseed.
Paul Bunyan.
Paul Bunyan, the Ox.
John Henry.
John Henry.
Yeah,
John Henry was cool.
that's my full name.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there was that movie. Was it The Postman? It was like a really bad movie with Kevin Costner.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a near future post-apocalypse movie where he is like still has to he's like, I'm still gonna deliver the mail. I think it's in this movie, but there's a black guy named Ford Lincoln Mercury, I
Mhm.
believe, in the movie.
That's just racist.
Well, I think he just, he looked at a sign. They said, yeah. I think it's pretty racist.
That's pretty racist.
Yeah.
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 It's okay when I say it because I'm already a bad guy.
No, but it's
and
in a
I'm
movie.
lazy.
But it's in a movie.
That's the only thing that protects me
Yeah.
is that I am one of the laziest people of all time.
Yeah. What was Mercury? It was between Ford and Lincoln?
That's why these right wing guys don't get away with racism because they're also wearing a suit. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like my scalp is bleeding. So if I say something racist, it's like, oh, well, that guy's just a fucking bum. He's being lazy. If you or put a suit on, if you're combing your hair,
Yeah.
you brush your teeth,
Yeah.
and you're like, all right, time to talk about the blacks. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, well, this guy's putting effort into it.
Right. It's kind of, I believe it's called the Farrakhan rule.
I can't even keep my eyes open.
Right. The Nation of Islam, they started dressing like
Mm-hmm.
bow tie kind of guys.
How can I see the value in people when I can't even keep my eyes open?
Yeah. Speaking of dandruff, my dandruff, Vinny's girlfriend wrote me a prescription,
Uh-huh.
and I went to the pharmacy. I filled it, and then I brought it home, and my girlfriend told me I wasn't allowed to use it
Why?
because she knows better than a doctor. Or Vinny's wife.
She is one of those girls.
She's one of those. Her mother's like that too.
Yeah.
They're one of those like put yogurt in your vagina kind of
She's
people.
gonna be so annoying when she's like,
Oh my God. She's
45
telling me what
years
to do
old.
constantly. I'm just constantly been.
she's
Yesterday I threw a tantrum.
Yeah.
Yesterday after the interview and everything, I came home, and I literally said, "You're not the boss of me."
You did the whole Malcolm in the Middle theme song to her?
I did the Malcolm in the Middle theme song.
Yeah.
I was like, we all remember Dewey, Reese, Walter White,
Those are the characters on the show.
Malcolm
Subway
in the
Jared.
middle, the black kid that was in the wheelchair.
The Subway Jared friend that works at the grocery store with the mom.
Yeah, who's that guy? That's someone's brother. That's
Buzz Lightyear's
no,
brother.
it's the announcer. I think that's the announcer on Fallon and the guy that's at SNL. That guy
This is brother?
whose son is in SNL now. I think that's his brother.
Really?
The Malcolm in the Middle guy. I think. I'm speculating. John likes the show.
Ginsburg, are you dry heaving? Yeah, what's that noise? Is that a pipe?
It sounds like a clock.
Mm.
It's a pipe? Really?
Well, I'll tell you, I cannot get enough of the new Zelda game.
Are you enjoying it?
I've been doing
On Switch?
a lot of gluing. The game's there's a lot of cutting and pasting that happens.
Sorry. Ian Finance left his bike in my hallway because it was raining.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him for the first time in 6 months, and he was asking if there's a key in the lockbox, so I just gave him the code.
Mm.
Good man, Ian. I hadn't seen him in 6 months. I told you what he said.
What?
He's like, yeah, they sold like Barstool Sports for like $8 million.
You've told me this story 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, well, now I'm telling our friends to exploit our moronic drug addict friend. Yeah.
Did he misspoke and said $8 million?
No, he thought it was actually $8 million. It was not misspeaking. It was a concept. It was a childlike concept of the world.
Yeah.
That's what makes it. Endearing. I would say.
Yeah.
Like saying one day I'm gonna buy the Empire State Building.
He seems to be doing well, Ian.
He's good. He said he's on the road. He's on the road constantly. He told me, but
Their podcast is blowing up.
They're
doing
But
well.
he told me on Patreon it's not really tracking.
I think that I think it's like you talk to a lot of comics and people worry about like stuff like, obviously the quality of this show declines. Maybe you see like the numbers
No, but it's
drop.
ebbs and flows.
It's ebbs and flows.
It ebbs and flows.
And like the quality of the show has some bearing on it, but I think like it has a lot to do with just like macroeconomic stuff that has nothing to do with podcasting.
The economy.
Yeah, because if you look at the way like every podcast kind of tracks roughly.
Well, even Andy was telling us outside yesterday. Well, I don't know if you heard what he was saying, but he was like, yeah, like ad budgets have completely dried up.
Yeah.
And he's like has 10 million subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of belt tightening. I was thinking about it because it's like,
And he said that we got more we were getting like on our last 2 episodes, we were getting more views than he's been consistent.
I have no idea. I mean, I can't really think about it. We're lucky to be in a position where hopefully
really
we at
cool.
least have a window right now where we can do the things that we want to do.
Yeah.
But I can't worry about it too much. But I was thinking about it like in it's like September, December, money started to like sort of dry up, and I experienced the same thing with like renewing ad contracts for this year. It's like people are just not looking to buy ads across the board. And I thought maybe, it's because we switched formats, it's a different show.
Or you think there's a recession coming?
Well, I try to. I mean, I'm too stupid.
I don't understand the economy.
I'm too stupid. But what I can do is like I am a consumer.
Yeah.
So you can just observe yourself.
And you canceled all your streaming
I did,
services.
yeah. Around the same time, I was like, why the fuck am I paying for Hulu? I never watch it.
Yeah.
And it was like right around the same time, I was like, okay, yeah, I got to get rid of these things. And like
Can
a
I
New
say
York
something?
Times subscription that I had for like the crossword puzzle 3 years ago.
This might sound really dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, like I don't understand the economy,
Yeah.
but there are economists, right?
Yeah.
So why are there recessions? Like, wouldn't they just know what to do with the economy? That's genuine. I mean, that's a very stupid question. I understand that sounds stupid.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure there's a simple answer.
I think, well, when I was in college, like economics departments.
Oh, so you do know?
No, but economics departments are in the liberal arts
Building.
part of universities,
Above
right?
the cafeteria.
So it's like English or something. It's like, I don't think like they really even know. I think they just guess.
Mm-hmm.
I took
understanding.
macro and micro in college.
My understanding of the economy is everything's based on getting people, like tricking people into putting their money into something, investing into something, whether it's their actual money or credit or going into debt to do so. And then there's market makers that convince everybody to do that. The money goes up, and then they take their money out before everybody else can. And if you're lucky, you get a little bit of like a profit.
Well, that's just being ripped off by rich people.
Yeah, but that's how everything works.
But I think economics itself, in terms of like what you learn, is like it assumes that every actor in an economy is a rational actor, and that just doesn't exist. It doesn't have I mean, I don't understand how it applies.
Yeah, there's one guy that's Robin Williams,
Yes.
an irrational actor.
An irrational actor.
Yeah.
And he's saying
There's one
anything.
guy, whoa, what if we put all our money in Enron? Why don't we try that? Everyone's saying this is a bad deal, blood in the water.
Yeah.
I'm buying up all of the distressed banks. I'm trying to convince people on Reddit to do the same.
I kind of get how interest rates work. I kind of get that, right? So they want to counteract inflation, right?
Because that's really the only tool they have. Right?
That's all. That's the only thing they
can't claw.
That's the only
back.
thing they do.
They can't. If the Fed had a way to just, I mean, do they? Can the Fed like just burn a bunch of money? They can take money out of circulation, right?
What do? They put it on fire?
Just burn it. Yeah, just say, oh,
That's punk.
this is
That's
done.
Joker.
Yeah, so we've eliminated.
That's Joker style.
Yeah, I mean, if they had a way to do that, maybe that could help. But I don't know if they can do that or if they do it or they might already. But
Well, I think they do it by raising interest rates.
yeah, you raise
Right.
interest rates.
So people stop
and
spending
then
as
the
much
banks
money.
don't have money, and then there's
Yeah.
a credit crunch, and then people
You got to
can't.
crunch.
And then people can't spend money because credit card rates go up or something.
You just force a recession, basically, right?
Yeah, you force a recession that lowers demand, which lowers prices.
Yeah.
I think.
We got it.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy. You're basically Ben Bernanke.
Yeah.
You're basically Janet Yellen.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? What's her vibe like? She's like, ha!
Yeah, I don't know. Basically,
She's like, ah!
you just get fucked in your ass in different ways.
That's everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you have like $50 million.
Dude, I read this thread on.
And if you ever get close to having $50 million in your life, if you're a guy right now,
yeah.
because the number to establish like generational wealth is probably like what, 30 to 50 million,
Yeah.
right? If you're a guy right now and you think I want that amount of money, and you have like a middle class background or less, and you're getting close, you think you're going to get close to that. By the time you get to 30 million, now the number's 100 million. So
yeah. 3 million isn't shit.
it won't be by the time.
The
However,
college education is gonna be 2 million.
Yeah, right.
At that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just fucked.
You know, I think it's some insane number. The amount of people that are millionaires now in the United States.
It's a lot of people.
It's a lot. Yeah, it used to be a big deal to have $1 million, and now it's like.
How many people do you think?
I think I saw 27 million.
27 million.
Yeah, what is that? Like 8% of the population?
It's 400 million Americans.
360, I thought. I don't know, but I don't know the current number.
And then it's 49% of Americans can't get $1,000 in cash together.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Yeah, no, it's.
They don't have $1,000 in liquid cash.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's a privilege complaint, but to finally be in a position where we can make the things that we want,
Yeah.
and whatever, very lucky to be there, but then to think like, okay, well, how long,
It's almost 22 million.
22 million?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's 40% of the world's 56 million millionaires. Or yeah. 22 million. Wow.
I guess that's the thing. I complain about all that, and I could just move to fucking Vietnam and just make karate movies.
Yeah.
I could take the money I have here and go be the Bill Gates of Vietnam, but start,
Yeah. Apparently it's mad cheap there.
of Viet Hollywood.
That'd be sick.
Vi Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they have a style of
I have no fucking idea.
they don't have a fighting style?
Oh, a fighting style.
Yeah.
I don't know that either. I thought you meant like.
I know
cinema.
Indonesia has Muay Thai,
Yeah.
right? Or is that Thailand has Muay Thai?
I would imagine it's Thailand because the name is the same. Which means like.
Muay Indo.
Give me a lot. I want like mucho.
Mucho
What
Thai.
does muy mean in Spanish?
Many.
Many. Yeah.
Very, very.
Oh, so it's so waiting.
Yeah.
Many Thai. So much.
Yeah, very Thai. It
Very
means very
Thai.
Thai.
Yeah.
It means extra Thai.
Yeah.
I think what we could do also is we could cozy up to some sort of corrupt dictator or monarch. Even the lesser one of a country you don't even care about, Bhutan or some shit.
Yeah.
Although, oh no, Bhutan is the only one where that's a good guy.
Yeah.
The king of Bhutan.
Where did Andrew Tate get all of his money?
I think he was selling hoes.
Should we start watching his videos?
I've watched.
I've seen clips. I don't understand. Like,
It's very. I agree.
if we just lifted weights for 6 months,
Yeah.
could we just put on
Smoke
sunglasses?
cigars.
Could we have one of those channels
It'd be so easy.
where you're like, here's what you got to do, fellas. Listen up. Disrespect women. I'll explain how that works. Please send me millions of dollars.
I think he says like also don't be lazy, which is true.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to.
I'm not. Well,
I'm not trying to not.
I just don't want to get tattoos.
I don't want to finish sentences.
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything, dude.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Just give me the money now.
Just give me the money.
Yeah.
Because he got deplatformed, so
I
where's the
don't
money
even,
from?
I don't even want communism. Just give me all the money.
Yeah, just give me the
Just
money.
give me the money.
And then I'll be a good guy to everyone.
I will. I'll be.
I swear.
Just let me have the money.
And I'll be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be good.
I
dude.
promise I'll be nice.
I already have everything I need. Just let me keep it. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
Let me keep. I don't need
Get
anything
PS5.
more. I don't need to own my apartment. I could rent. You know. I don't care. There's a hole in the ceiling. I got PS5. I don't even need the PS5. I'm fine with the Switch. I don't even have the OLED model.
Of Switch?
I have the regular Switch.
You can get an OLED Switch?
They got an OLED Switch now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I got a cat. I have fucking, I know how to cut my own hair. I don't need anything.
You really don't.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
nothing. There are no purchases left for me to make.
There's nothing you want.
Nothing.
You got a fast car.
My car's not fast. It's fun.
It's fun. You have a
Yeah.
fun car.
Yeah. Got my little Toyota.
You little Toyota.
Yeah.
You go from third to fifth.
I got my hot pink Barbie Miata.
Yeah, he does.
I
A
don't need-
Spider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are those actually cool, good cars?
The Miatas?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. I mean, it's like one of the last like affordable kind of sports cars.
Who was running?
Depending on what affordable means anymore.
Who was running the smear campaign that it was gay?
Mad TV.
Mad TV.
Yeah.
Will Sasso.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking bigot.
That's what they should call the LGBT community.
Mm-hmm.
Mad GTB.
Mm-hmm. They should have their own network.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How about a guy who hears about ChatGPT and he's like, that sounds fun. And he's like, what are you up to? They're like, I'm just hanging out. And he's like, what are you wearing right? And he thinks it's Grindr because of the name.
Yeah.
And he's sexting with a robot.
Yeah. He's a very low IQ gay guy.
Yeah. I wanted to do a thing for the show, like shoot commercial breaks.
Yeah.
I want to do like a
We
quick
should still do
commercial
it.
where it's like guys with gimbals and like night vision or whatever, and they're in like an old house, and one of the guys is like, "Oh my God, what is this? I hate this." It's like, "Ooh, Jeremy, I don't want to look," or whatever, and then it's just Ghost Gaze, Discovery, 10 p.m.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Because those shows are there's always a gay guy. That's
Yeah,
scared.
yeah.
Those shows aren't fun, the ghost hunting shows, unless there's
Unless there's
scared gay guy.
A scared gay guy.
Yeah. No, let's go.
Jeremy, I'm not happy.
Let's leave.
I don't feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ghost gays would be good.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying instead of selling ads to make fake commercials.
And then there's a straight guy in the other room. There's like a hick in the other room that sees the gay guys. He's like, "Let's get the hell out of here."
I don't feel safe.
I'm scared.
Oh no.
You said there were ghosts in here, not homos.
I could live with the ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
Not these goddamn queers.
Yeah.
Is it like you could say that you are queer or someone is queer, but it's still mean to call them queers? Or
Yeah.
but the queer is now not a bad word.
I think I have no idea. But
It's like if the black community claimed that as their
doesn't
like.
queer just mean like it's like non-committal, non-binary?
I think queer means like non-normative,
Yeah. So it just
non-heteronormative.
it just means anything.
Yes, whatever the fuck.
There's a lot of people that sneak into the LGBT community.
Mhm. Asexual is weird to me.
See, that's
They're
the one.
in there.
No, but I feel like that's the one that's probably the
It is queer though.
Well, whatever it is.
The classical term, the definition of queer.
I feel like
that's queer.
I feel like
Yeah.
the asexual community, those are the ones probably most discriminated against. Because people don't trust them. They're like, well, you got to want to fuck something.
Well, they're discriminating against all pussy, so they're the most discriminatory, or penis.
Yeah, they're seen as non-human.
Yeah. I feel like I don't, yeah, it doesn't, I guess there are, like in Japan they say, right?
What? Those are incels.
Those are just incels.
Yeah.
I don't think, I don't think it's a real thing.
What? Asexual?
To be like,
That's what I mean. This is what I
Yeah.
mean. They're like, people don't like comprehend it.
I can't.
You can understand a pedophile more than you can understand an asexual person.
Because it's based on desire, not the absence of desire.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So if somebody just doesn't want to fuck, people are like, they don't trust it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't trust them, and I don't want them in my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them around my kids
In Fort Greene.
in Fort Greene.
Keep the asexual community out of Fort Greene.
No, I want the fast casual pasta company. I want them to stay.
Is that what
forever.
that's called? Fast Casual Pasta Company?
It's called Forma Pasta Factory.
Oh.
Shout out to them.
Are they good?
Very consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is your mouth clicking so much?
I don't know, like saliva bubbles.
Mm.
Maybe because I didn't have enough water today.
Looks like we got some commotion out in the hallway.
Should we go check it out?
No.
You should run for like floor president of our floor of our office building.
So what else is in the news? You wanna
They
talk about this-
banned mustard in Colombia.
In Colombia.
Yeah.
Oh. Why?
I don't know, something that my girlfriend said to me this morning.
Yeah, but she probably made that up.
No, she looked it up and it was true.
What,
I said you probably
what
made that
Google,
up.
What Google alerts does she have said?
Girl
Mustard in pussy
girl
for
stuff
health.
they see
Yeah.
is entirely unnecessary.
Mm.
I've finally gotten her to stop looking at just girlfriend news, as I would call it, which is the most morbid, saddest
Yeah.
shit you'd ever hear.
Right. Adam, there's a dog in Tennessee, and they tried to raise money for its brain tumor surgery, but they missed the
It's
mark,
that
and now
kind of
it's
shit
dead.
constantly.
Yeah, right.
She's like, a 4-year-old committed suicide.
Yeah.
And like first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not the news.
Right.
And I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, somebody found a
It
dead
makes
baby
me feel
in
bad.
the gas tank of a Grand Marquis.
I don't understand why girls are just obsessed with this crap.
Mm-hmm.
Just the saddest, worst stuff in the world.
Yeah.
And what is it that they want to feel like they're better than them?
I have no idea.
I think why they like the true crime and rape stuff because maybe they feel like they're constantly under the threat of rape because they're women. I mean, maybe it plays into that.
I think honestly,
reality.
the true crime genre wouldn't exist if it weren't for the music and the pacing.
You think
True,
that's what it is?
Yeah, true crime works because I
But
mean,
it is an explicitly female thing, from my understanding.
yeah. Well, because murders were fictionalized for so long, there was always mystery is like a thing you can consume, and when the actual murders are, there's like pushback against true crime on social media that I see, and to be fair, it's like mostly directed at like the creators of true crime media, where they're like, oh, you're exploiting these deaths, for content or whatever, and it's like, all right, well, there's a fine line in between that and just reporting on the fucking death. You know what I mean?
I got really mad at the Jeffrey Dahmer documentary.
Yeah.
A little Boosie.
Oh, really?
He's like,
Because he ate black kids?
yeah, he's like, black people should not be watching this.
Yeah.
He ate the damn kids.
But that's not even like, is that a threat to the black community? Because, when we talk about racism, we talk about...
No, it's a serial killer.
We talk about systemic racism.
Yeah.
But the problems like the police or a lack of
I don't think
access to
that's-
housing or employment. It's not that black people are in danger of being eaten.
Yeah, by a gay guy in Milwaukee. Yeah. I think it's Lil Boosie just thought it was gay and nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, people get mad at true crime for that reason, that it's like exploitative or something, right? But the point is that, I mean, while the murders themselves may be real and it's like the victim's family might hear it or something, even though most of the time they're not like laughing at these deaths or whatever. But in terms of like a consumer, you're so far removed from it and it's so mediated that it's like there's on an emotional level not much difference than if you were just reading a fictional story about a
Right.
murder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, are you saying it desensitizes people?
I don't think it
to some extent?
desensitizes people. I think you can listen to all the true crime in the world. If you saw someone get raped and murdered in front of
You'd
you, you'd
still
still
be
fucking
scared.
react viscerally. Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Unless you were the bad guy,
What do you mean? You were the guy doing it?
the guy doing it.
But those guys probably don't listen to true crime.
They're obsessed.
John Wayne Gacy wasn't like
Yeah.
reading about murders. He was painting people as clowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a serial killer in a while. I feel like there were.
Yeah, it was a CIA thing.
You think so?
Yeah, they weren't real.
It's not a real thing.
The CIA created serial killers and the mafia.
The mafia wasn't real.
No, mafia is definitely not real.
It's just movies.
Yeah, it's all they just created it. They just
Really?
made it up. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know that. I mean, there's serial killers in other countries too, right? Was that the CIA also?
Oh, are there? Who?
I think
Jack the
so.
Ripper?
I don't know. There was like a Korean
Jack
guy
Skellington?
in Tokyo that killed a bunch of people, but they didn't know. The police didn't really know. They just never had murders.
They just all arrested each other. They're like, I think this is the guy.
No, it's like the police just didn't really know. Like it was like a very unfamiliar thing.
I remember reading a story about a parrot that some Japanese people owned that flew away out of the apartment and got lost in Tokyo. And then somebody found it, and because it's a parrot, it was like, my name is Yoshi Takamoto. I live at, and it's like it knew its address.
Really?
Yeah, they told the parrot.
It was like a dog collar.
But well, no, the parrot speaks.
Yeah. I mean, it was like
Speaking-
it worked the same.
Ichi Roku Noguchi Yoshi Nakamoto.
That's such a heartwarming story. Why can't girlfriends read stuff like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's lovely.
I'm sure they do though. That's part of it.
No, they just
Adam,
see,
there
like,
was a Japanese parrot.
this child has this strange degenerative disease, but he's posting stuff on social media and you know.
And then what happens? They get the parrot back and they're like, yeah, okay. And then they just stare at it. Yeah, it's good to see you again. Like,
Yeah.
what are they doing with that parrot?
I don't know. What is anyone doing with a bird?
Well, I think like swarthier races, like Portuguese people probably have a great time with their parrots.
What do they do?
Put jewelry on it. It's got it on its shoulder.
Yeah, it's
They're wearing
cute.
different types of, like colorful silk scarves and.
Yeah, if you have an exotic animal and you're not doing it to walk up to chicks and have like a unique thing about you, then it's pretty much a waste of time. If you're not like a snake guy in a bar,
Mm-hmm.
then you're just a weird guy.
How about like a pirate ship and there's a guy that's like new to being a pirate and he's like insecure and he's trying to fit in and he's got like his hands in his
You
pocket.
just started.
And he's like on the ship and he has the parrot on his head instead of his shoulder. He's like, oh, hey, what's up?
And everyone's like, what a loser.
Yeah.
What a fucking loser.
Yeah, it's my first day as a pirate.
I just thought of joining up and
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
hey guys.
yeah, I'm here. I like,
It's just shitting on his face.
here to rape.
Yeah. So when are we getting the jewels?
Yeah, I thought we were going to go steal some jewels and do some rapes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get some venereal diseases in port cities.
What was the premise of the Goonies? There was a pirate who like lived in Portland. And
I
they
don't know
find
if
it.
I've ever seen it. I know that
Really?
there was like a weird, hey, you guys. I mean,
That's a great
I don't
movie.
know if I've ever seen it in its entirety.
The guy that wrote it came to Phony Mobs.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Really nice guy.
Really nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That was like, it wasn't Spielberg who directed it, or he produced it or something?
He produced it. I don't know if Columbus directed it also, but I think that was his first like big credit, was
Yeah.
writing that, and then
He did Harry Potter.
that was his big.
Those were big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you can make some money like making up a Harry Potter and going on a press tour and saying trans people are human and stuff. And they're like, this fantasy.
Restart the thought from the beginning so that it makes sense.
I bet you can make up a new children's fantasy series and then market it as that you like trans people. And then people would want to rally around you.
Mm-hmm.
And you can make a good chunk of change from
Yeah,
that.
I don't understand what J.K. Rowling's doing.
I think she's rich as fuck. I think she's a billionaire. She doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, but like, why would you, like, this is the thing I don't understand. If you have a hot take like that, like, because she does it on Twitter, you know? And it's like, you have to know that that's not, you're not going to, like, what do you, like, she wakes up and she's like, today's the day I'm going to convince everyone on Twitter that trans people are fake.
Yeah. This needs to be said.
But on there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that
Even if you have that opinion, just say it to one of your friends at the British Library.
yeah,
where
just
the
be
fuck
at
she
like
hangs
a
out.
bitchy
Yeah.
dinner party.
Yeah, say it to George R.R. Martin
Yeah.
or Frodo or whoever the
Yeah,
fuck she
say it
hangs out with. Her friends, who I imagine.
Her friends, yeah.
Yeah, like Gandalf.
I think that, yeah.
Yeah,
She probably hangs out with us.
she hangs out with Gandalf.
Hagrid, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bizarre. But I don't think it really... I wonder what compels a woman to be like that. Because it makes sense to me that a gay guy, like a fucking like boring gay guy would be like that because he'd be like,
That was
we
honestly-
just got rights, and if they come in and get rights, then they're going to fuck it up for us, right?
That was kind of the nicest thing about the pandemic for me.
Yeah.
Because you remember, I was like, whatever, I'm not going to get back into it, but I obviously had opinions about the pandemic, and then it was like, I realized I was like really frustrated about it, you know? And then I hit a point where it was like, oh, I can just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I can just stop talking.
Yeah.
I don't have to say what I feel about
Because it
anything.
really was making people upset, not because they were like believing in it, but because they had to fucking sit at home, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Right, and
but-
if like they heard someone presenting a contrary opinion, they'd be like,
Which this is, by the way, I'm describing a life lesson people learn at usually 9 years old.
"Yeah, just shut the fuck up."
Yeah, at 32, I was
If
like,
it's something that's gonna be upsetting, to you.
yeah, man, I can just shut up. I don't have to say anything, and then everything's fine.
yeah,
You know, and
Yeah.
people, you know, like people are like, oh, you know, you gotta wear 2 masks, and nobody should leave, and I have to be like, totally.
cool.
So, what do you think about the new James Bond movie?
Yeah. I think it was just like, it was nice that I just saw my friends, you know. Like my mom passed away and then I decided I didn't want to,
I got a lot of strong opinions about that, and I just keep my mouth shut.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Because you don't want to hear what I have to say, so I know.
I don't want to hear it.
I just tell everybody. I tell all our friends.
All right.
Behind your back, I tell all of our friends.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I know. It's fucking hot in the studio right now.
It is, yeah.
I'm just
But
fucking-
that's the other thing. This fucking AI stuff, which it's not cool to be. I'm not pro AI necessarily, but like if you don't, we don't have a job. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like we can't necessarily be replaced.
Yeah, I think people with actual jobs can be replaced.
They can, and
People
they're,
that have to go to work.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, so I guess it's sort of rude to be excited about it. But after, you know, figuring out those columns, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, that's only to say we've had the ACs off because they fuck up the podcast.
I know.
But Ginsburg, don't you have, isn't like Resolve has some kind of AI thing now where you can strip out like a noise floor with AI? Yeah, so we could probably just have the ACs on and fucking the goddamn robot will do
We can
it for
try
us.
it out next week.
Yeah.
Goddamn, I'm fucking dying right now. I'm schwitzed.
Are you?
Yeah.
But you ate rotten oatmeal this morning.
No, I poured, what do you call it, maple syrup, and then I saw that there was mold in the maple syrup, and I finished my oatmeal. So I'm probably going to shit my ass later today.
Maple syrup gets mold in it?
I didn't know that. I thought that's something you could just have forever.
Yeah.
That's kind of a condiment.
You know, I'm a plain oatmeal guy.
You are.
Yeah.
It tastes like glue.
Not to me.
Really?
Yeah. Think steel cut oats and the Zoji Rushi.
Oh, in the rice cooker.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Magnifique.
No, I like put a little couple berries, bananas, peanut butter.
Oh, well, berries I'll do.
Yeah.
But no sugar or milk or anything like that.
I'll put a little bit of milk.
You know what I haven't had in forever that's really good?
What's that?
Cream of wheat.
I haven't had that.
Cream of wheat is really fucking good.
Mm.
Yeah, a little butter and brown sugar.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a good breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting back into breakfast.
I think the last time I had cream of wheat, I've told this story before. It's probably the best week of my life. I had my wisdom teeth removed,
Yeah.
and I ate nothing but soup and cream of wheat, and I got fucked up off Vicodin and played Tony Hawk's American Wasteland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't give you it for wisdom teeth anymore.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah. American Wasteland was a good one. It's such a shame that franchise.
Which one was that? 4?
I think 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
What
think
was
so.
the premise of it?
They're like a teenage runaway. It's like there's
Cool.
yeah,
Which like GTA?
which is funny now because if that game came out now, there would be like a Twitter war about people be like, you're gay, you're a
Yeah.
gay runaway,
Yeah, he has to be.
and then like Pepe accounts would be like, you're not fucking gay. Do you see people get mad about that about Zelda?
No.
There's a bunch of people.
There's
online.
a culture war Zelda.
People
thing?
would be like, well, Link is trans, and he's in a relationship with Zelda, and she's trans.
Zelda's a guy.
I don't know. You know,
And Link's a girl?
People are doing that, right? But it's a video, any piece of media.
Yeah.
Make it whatever the fuck you want. That's the point, you know?
Yeah.
But then there was like a Twitter war where then I guess other people were saying like, no. And then in the game, if you go to Link's house, Zelda's diary is there.
What did she say?
Nothing. She's like, I left some apples.
I wish I was a girl.
But it says none of that. There's not, like, no one had.
But they think that.
The asexual 50-year-old man at Nintendo that wrote the game was not thinking about any of this.
He was not thinking.
He's not considering any of this fucking stuff. And it's very funny because this happens to, like, Nintendo. He's like, that whole, like, I got not really an argument. I was just kind of making fun of him, but the guy Christian, I'm trying to remember what his last name was. Very funny guy. It was him and this other guy, Jared. God damn it! Now I feel like a fucking asshole.
Fogel.
2 guys that opened for me in Tampa, both very funny comics. But
Finnegan?
no, it wasn't Christian Finnegan. They're like younger comics.
Christian Walker?
That feature was hilarious. Real strong joke. Right
Where
there.
in Tampa?
Tampa. Unfortunately, his name escapes me. It's probably not even Jordan.
We'll put it
What
in
did
the
I say?
comments.
Jordan the first time?
You
Jared.
said Christian.
Jared.
And Jared.
Jarrett Moore, I think was the feature. Very funny guy.
Mm-hmm.
Christian something was the host, but he was like he's one of those guys that's like really into Smash Brothers,
Mm-hmm.
and like like at the competitive level or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But I always thought that community was funny because first of all it's a fighting game for babies.
Yes.
And the whole competitive world is based around like glitches in the game that weren't designed to be in there. The things like people found that you can do in the game.
And so they exploit them.
They exploit them, and that's part of like
The
game.
competition.
Yeah, and I think early on, didn't we already do this? Go into this on the show?
No.
Were
I
we
don't
looking
know.
Into,
Maybe we did.
Maybe I was just sitting doing it with somebody else, but yeah, all the sexual assault allegations in the competitive Super Smash Brothers.
They're abusers.
It's like abusing. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, people complaining that are saying that that Link is trans, and Zelda's diary is in Link's house, which implies that they're fucking, which proves that he's not a trans homosexual. It's like, just imagining some little old Japanese guy with his recently returned parrot, you know, like someone trying to explain that to him.
Just
like,
not computing.
He's like, no, he has a sword. He has little guy who has sword, and he kill monster. Like, no, he got his
ride
penis.
horse.
He
Yeah.
got his penis cut off.
Yes.
Yeah.
He got his penis cut off, and he's been living in pain, and he felt like he was in a different body his whole life.
Yeah.
And the princess is not a princess. The princess is what all little boys that want to be girls all imagine to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird to think, like,
It's really annoying.
you know, how much of this stuff would have happened anyways, and like, you know, like the culture war stuff, and how much of it is not even. I don't even want to blame social media as a whole, but specifically Tumblr. Like, I think
What?
Tumblr created the current cultural climate on the internet.
What, like, didn't they have like emo boys kissing and stuff on Tumblr?
Yeah, but there was a lot of like, it was a very angry place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
Girls would post
there were
nudes on
progressive
Tumblr, I
spaces
remember.
on the internet, you know, but like Tumblr was like particularly like angry, I feel.
Well, I never really got into it unless I heard that you could see a boob on
Like
it.
canceling started on Tumblr.
Did it?
Like,
Yeah, Tumblr got
Like
woke
a white
first.
person would
Yes.
post a black meme, and then there would be like a call outs on different Tumblrs.
And they like but you reposted the meme to your Tumblr page.
It was progressive politics, but used in a way to make people's lives worse. That seemed like largely what the goal was to use it as a way to, like, condemn and harass people, on Tumblr specifically.
Yeah.
And then that kind of spread elsewhere.
It spread out to the rest of the world.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's so organic. I do think that there are people that kind of driving. I don't know. Fox News is talking about it all the time, isn't it? You know, like they're constantly talking about trans people.
Yeah, but old Fox News 15 years ago was just like neocon bullshit.
Yeah, and then like I think it's just like the new.
It was just, you know,
It was
we need to go to
Muslims.
fucking, we need to regime change fucking
Yeah.
everywhere, you know, austerity. It wasn't like, you know.
It was Muslims, and then it was Hispanics, and then it was trans. I don't know. That's my moron brain, but that's kind of how I see it.
Yeah.
Remember, people thought MS-13 was like gonna kill them and stuff.
Yeah, there was Kill a Cop Day. Yeah, the MS-13 is having Kill a Cop Day.
Yeah. And they're in Guatemala. They're not even like it's not even like a thing here.
Mm.
Yeah, I remember there was like they have them on Long Island now.
MS-13?
Yeah, that was like a thing. They're like they're here. They're on Long Island. That's scary.
Mm-hmm.
The worst place in the world.
It's about to be Cheech and Chong Island, a lawless place filled with long-haired drug users.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fucking dying of sweat right now.
Yeah, you said.
I hate this.
Yeah.
I mean, the lights they're like LEDs. They're not even like,
They're still hot, though.
they're fucking hot.
Yeah, if you touch those, they're
They'll get hot.
especially these.
Gins, how long are we?
We've done 20 minutes.
22 minutes.
22 minutes.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
My concept of time is 22 minutes.
22 minutes.
God
A
damn.
Simpsons episode. Probably on par with one of them. So
I hear it's back. Did you tell me it's back?
I read that also. I saw
Yeah,
an
yeah.
infographic that showed like average viewer ratings of long-running TV shows, and The Simpsons had like a peak. I've been going back because, you know, I got my version of a midlife crisis, I guess. You know, we started making money. I got the first 10 seasons. Remember the DVD box sets they used to have?
Yeah.
So I bought all those off eBay. So I have that on my shelf. And then, I just did all of season 6.
But they have better writers right now? Or what is it like? Is the show better or just the ratings are better?
The ratings are better. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's like, honestly, the show severely damaged its own reputation so badly in how dramatic the fall off was quality-wise.
Yeah.
So there's probably, I mean, I'm sure you could talk to like some kind of Simpsons head that has been watching it the entire time that'll tell you that, like, oh yeah, season 16 is actually pretty good, or 17 maybe. I don't think it required an additional like 20 years to find its footing again. But
Was it in the 30s right now?
It's got to be in the 30s, yeah. The show
That's
premiered
insane.
in 1989.
That is insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's wild too, because you watch, I mean, I can't, like, it sort of even makes me sad to watch it, because you can hear in the actors' voices how, like, older. Like, Homer sounds like a senior citizen.
Oh, it's the same voice
He's
actors.
like, Marge, I need to go to the creaky mart.
That's really sad.
Yeah, Dan Castellaneta's got to be 75 years old at this point.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Just hire me.
Just
I'll do all
hire
the
Nick.
voices.
He could do everyone.
I'll do
you
all
need
the
one
voices.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do Mo.
Hey, Homer.
Do Barney.
Ah, jeez. Wait, how's Barney sound? I don't know.
Yeah,
Something
that's
like that,
kind of
yeah.
good. Do Carl.
Hey, hey, it's me, Carl. Yeah,
Do Lisa.
Lisa's hard.
Lisa's hard.
I'm gay. I don't know.
I'm a bitch.
I'm a bitch. I love homework.
I love homework. I'm a bitch.
That's
And
close.
saxophone.
That's close enough. Just
Yeah.
let me riff out every episode.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Homer, one of your balls feels bigger than the other ones.
do the
Wow.
Do Marge's sisters.
Well, I guess my ball exercises have been paying off.
Do Reverend Lovejoy.
No, I can't.
Do the black doctor guy.
I can't do him either.
He's good.
Yeah. Well, Homer, it seems one of your ball. I don't know. I can't do the voices. I'm sorry.
I thought it was I'm Cleveland from the Cleveland Show.
That's Cleveland from the Cleveland Show.
Fuck.
That's not.
I thought that was the doctor.
That's not Dr. Hibbert.
I thought it was I'm Cleveland from the Cleveland
Yeah.
Show. He does that, yeah.
Yeah.
Do Santa's Little Helper.
Woof woof.
Woof woof. That was good.
Yeah.
Do Maggie.
Yeah. You got that one. We'll
I
bring
got
you in
Maggie.
for the suck.
I got the suck.
Yeah.
Do Marge's sisters.
How much more of this show do we have to do?
do Smithers.
How much longer are we gonna keep doing this podcast?
I have no idea. Until the talk show really takes off.
Oh, Mr. Burns. I don't know, what is it? Smithers?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Have you seen my balls? Yeah, I don't know.
Do Martin.
I can't, dude. I can't. I'm gonna have to take. I can't rapidly.
Do Officer.
No.
what's his name?
You're. It's like too much. You're making me like run around the room.
Do Michael Jackson guest episode.
Are you not hearing what I'm saying?
I'm ignoring it.
Why would you do that to me?
Do the Mexican.
I could, if I had more time to really like focus on each one.
Do the comic book guy.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Do the Mexican beat.
Listen to what I'm saying. You're making me do low tier. This is my pitch. There's going to be 8 million people that watch this.
Yeah, I know.
This is my pitch. Just hire me to do all the voices
All
on
right,
the show.
so
And you're making
he
me
can do it. He can do
You're
it.
making me do it in rapid succession.
Well, I bet you there's a fucking autistic guy out there that can just do everyone.
Yeah, but is he trustworthy?
No, he's
Right.
not reliable.
Exactly.
He's not reliable.
I'm
Yeah.
a trustworthy
And does he
guy.
have a love? Does he have a concept of love
Mhm.
and a love for the product itself
Right.
equal to yours? And it's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
It's impossible.
Oh, now I have balls too.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Right.
Wow, so we both have. No, see, it's just I can't. You make me bounce around too much.
I'm sorry, dude.
You're playing with me, player boy.
I'm sorry. I played
You're
too.
playing
I
too
played
much.
you.
You're
I played,
playing with
I
me
played
too much.
Yeah. Yeah. When you want to get in the game, you gotta get ready to play. You know.
Play.
You play.
You're bullying me, is what you're doing.
We gotta stop bullying.
You're bullying me. I'm being bullied because of my belly.
I'm starting a campaign to stop bullying.
Everyone's bullying me because of my belly. My belly's too big, so they bully me. I got bullied for my big belly.
All right. Anyway, guys, have a fantastic long weekend with your families. We will be back next week. New episodes of the Adam Friedland Show talk show should be out in the next couple of weeks. We are very excited about them. We're working very hard. Thanks for listening. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye. I can do Martin. No, I can't do Martin. I can do
Ralph Wiggum.
Ralph. Yeah. I'm so. What's the episode where they crash on an island? Where
Das Bus is the name.
Auto crashes and they go on an island, and Martin says, "I'm so hungry I could eat at Arby's."
Yeah.
That's funny. I'm so hungry I could eat at Arby's.